Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Wednesday. Can you believe July 9th? I mean, these days are just going like one, two, three. It's a little
Yep.
crazy.
I
It's a
know.
little crazy. I don't know about in the Midwest, but yesterday it was 90, so it's just gross out. I just have to tell you, it's gross. And today it was 76. I was like, oh, thank God. And I went to get a haircut today because I'm like, cut it. Just cut it, cut it. And as he's cutting, I'm like, that's more and more gray. Like
That's
more
wisdom.
and more gray. I'm like, what's this? He was like, it's gray hair. I'm like, where's the black part? He's like, it's all back here. And I was like, all right, can we take some of this and move it this way? Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Um, let's say hello to people. Guys, if you're new, come on in and say hello. This is Erica's first time live with us. She's been on the podcast with us before on Your Inner Voice, but I'm super excited. I'll tell you all about it in a minute. Hello, Joy, and hey, Mandy. Thanks for being here. Guys, don't be shy. Come on in and say hello. So if you don't know, I will tell you the story. Eric and I met on the cruise ship that Jeremy McDonald was doing back in December. So we were both speakers on there. And I just loved your vibe. Your vibe
Same.
was like, this woman knows her stuff. She knows what she's talking about. And you just were warm. You were upfront. No nonsense, which I love.
That's
You know,
right.
no nonsense. And let me tell you, Erica has like 300,000 followers on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
That's crazy, girl.
I know. I still can't wrap my head around that.
That is crazy. Hey,
Yeah.
Sharon. Thanks for being here. So over 300,000 on TikTok, and that happened like that. So she's also an author. Ta-da! Mystic Muses for the Modern Goddess. This is the book. It's the book to get,
Yes.
available on your website, available on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book to get if you want to know everything you want to know about tarot. So if you can, because we're talking today about the month is all about thriving,
Mm-hmm.
and your story from like, what the should I be doing to where you are now is, it's like a chef kiss. You have really embodied that part of thriving. You went from like, what am I doing, to now I'm taking my kids to trips all over the place,
Yeah.
right? Because you're an awakening coach and you're an author and you have taught classes, you teach about throw, you talk about the no BS nonsense. Tell them a little bit more about you.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So, yeah, for me, I've always been pretty like highly intuitive. It's one of those things where I just like know stuff. And people would always come and tell me their life story and this and this and that. And I was really good at helping other people. It's just the problem was I was not any good at helping myself.
Mhm.
So I like to tell everybody that I've hit rock bottoms more times than I care to admit or even talk about. But the one thing is, I never was able to let go of this thing that I felt that I was called to do. And I knew I was supposed to make a big change in a big way. I just honestly, I didn't know how it was supposed to happen. And so, whenever, I had started different businesses, I was coaching, I was doing all of that. I got all my certifications, blah, 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 like we all do.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until the pandemic when everything shut down.
Right.
And I was like, I lost everything because I had a job. I was also singing part time and everything was gone. And I was like, okay, it is now or never. And so I got my butt into gear. I started implementing what I was teaching other people that I was not doing for myself. I was not walking the walk like I preach now. And as soon as I started walking the walk, everything shifted. I mean, my social media blew up. I had clients galore, students asking me to teach them. opportunities, being, invited to different places to speak and teach and all that. And it has been a whirlwind of past few years, and it's been amazing.
Your vibe about how you teach is, would you say it's based on how you were taught? Because you had a really big wig teacher from the UK, correct?
Yeah, she's been teaching and reading tarot and astrology and metaphysics for like 40 something years. And she was teaching at one of the oldest places in London, which is called Mysteries. She's taught all over the world, honestly. And she is, for lack of better words, a ball buster. If you don't do it right, you're in trouble. But it was great because I appreciated that about her. I appreciated that she's like, you need to know your stuff. We're not here guessing. We're not here just like feeling our way through. You need to know your stuff because other people's lives are in your hands. When she told me that I was going to be a tarot reader and I was going to be really good at it, I was like, wait a minute. That's a big responsibility. I was intrigued, but it was a huge responsibility. She told me, she said, I will teach you everything that I know and some. I mean, I got trained by her in metaphysics and all kinds of things, numerology, everything. And I owe a lot to her for busting my balls and getting me out there. And I've made sure she knows that. She's everywhere.
So I'm just gonna thanks, Mandy, for putting that on there. This is Eric right here. Is Erica's website if you want to check it out. Hey, Chris and Ellen, good to see you. Mandy says, you're telling my story, lady, almost to a T. Holy cow.
Wow.
Christy, hello. Well, where you started anyhow, this is awesome to hear. Yeah, it is. So if you can do it, I've done the same thing. We've all been there. And sometimes we dip our toe back in, sometimes just to keep us humble. Not that we like that, but humble, yes, but not to replay some things. But we can trip ourselves up. And that's the challenge, is how do we stay grounded and how do we thrive, right?
Yeah.
You teach about using tarot in a way that is real, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, I don't read the upside down and I don't do this. And I do, somebody once told me, oh, Elias, you don't have to do the upside down. And I didn't do it for a while because the deck that I was using, I'm getting it out as I'm talking, was this deck. It's called the Healing Earth Tarot deck. And it's very different. There's crystals, there's wands. Obviously, we have the major arcana. We have rainbows.
Nice.
We have feathers. We have pipes. And there's one more. I love this one. The Fool card is always great.
Oh, nice.
This one, I love this one too, the High Priestess card. So these are a very indigenous type of card. Here it is. Shields.
Oh, okay.
So we can take this deck, and even though the verbiage is different, there's still the basic wands, cups, swords, all those things, right?
Yeah.
Because everything is based, because guys, it was such a great, what you taught on the ship was such a great workshop. She had it down. She had the PowerPoint, she had everything. I was like, damn, girl, this was good. I mean, it was good stuff.
Thank you.
But sorry, I pulled this one, and I'm always. So this is another one called the Star. And I know sometimes I tell people, ma'am, what this is saying to you is that, let go of the boob job.
Right.
Just even do it. Just even do it. So I have fun with it. But these cards are so fascinating that when you teach it, you talk about looking at the color, looking about the number, looking at the cup, sword, whatever,
all that, yeah.
The feel, right? What do you think is the biggest when people just pick up a deck, what do you think the biggest, I don't want to say no, but the biggest misconception, that's the word I was looking for, the misconception is about tarot?
I think the biggest misconception is that you don't really need to memorize everything. And just like you said, you don't have to read reversals. The deck is literally designed to be read in reverse, direct and reverse. And so people think they can just feel their way through it, make things up as they go. And that's the unfortunate thing about what social media has done to tarot. And it's one reason why my account blew up, honestly, is because I was sharing the real truth about tarot. I was sharing tidbits on how to read tarot, what to look out for. There's a ton of scammers and all that. But the main thing is that people have gotten so entitled these days where they're like, I don't have to learn anything. I'll just do it my own way. And then months down the line, they're making a video about how they run back to the church or how they created this or this or that. And I said, well, because you have stacked a negative karma against yourself because you were doing it irresponsibly.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Now, we talked about this, but, guys, you can read the book, right? You can read the book on what this says, and you've talked about it. There's always going to be a part of you that's going to come through. There's always the interpretation piece. And I talk a lot about, with the oracle cards, about the interpretation. Tarot's very different.
Yeah.
It's very different. Yes, you should know what the words say. You're going to bring your own blend. And it's funny. I'm going to show two of the major arcana cards. And you can see that these are very indigenous. This is the Strength card.
Nice.
And I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Usually when we get the Strength card and the Star card, I'm like, see, boob job and lip job. Right? So, but look at the Medicine Wheel card. This one's beautiful.
Oh, very nice.
So different, indigenous. Mm-hmm. And one day I was with my ex-husband, and we just got Willow. She's our tripod. We got Willow, and we went out to dinner, and I left my deck of cards on the table.
Oh, no.
And they were folded up. I have a beautiful cloth this cloth is since 98. So this is the cloth that I use.
Oh, that is pretty.
And let me tell you, because it's smudged and stuff, I can still smell everything that's the oils and everything else. That's we'll answer your questions in a minute. Thank you for having them. Hi, Ginger. Thanks for being here. Ginger Perrick, Healing Heart Medium. Thanks for being here. So we went out to dinner. We came home. My cards were on the floor.
Oh, man.
And one of them was chewed up.
Yeah.
And at dinner, I said to my ex, you know what? I'm just kind of done. I think I just need to get a normal 9-to-5 job and just do that. It's not happening, right? Because I wanted it like this. Yeah. It's not happening. Wouldn't you know that the card that she chewed, I had to go through the whole deck and see which one. And then I had to find a card because they're not making this anymore. So do you see how it's ripped? So this is a photocopy that one of the printers locally did of the card. And it's fascinating because the message of the card is this.
Oh, lovely.
So Wise Old Woman is about the wisdom within and using your intuition to move through the things and challenges that are in front of you. Why would this card be the only one that she chose?
I've got goosebumps. The cards know. That's what I tell people. Let me tell you something. The cards know. It is, I always tell my clients and my students, I read tarot daily, just about, except for on the weekends, right? That's my break. But it still fascinates me how the cards know. The universe, uses that as the tool for communication. They always know. And I always say the cards never lie. People do.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I love when you say that because it's true. We have some questions. Sharon says, does the same hold true with oracle cards, meaning about reading the deck and what's your take on
Yeah.
Oracle?
Well, I always tell my students that tarot is like a language, very intricate. It depends on what cards are laying with what cards, where it's laying in the spread, all of that. Oracle is more interpretive. What you see is what you get. They have beautiful messages. I have so many decks right here, Oracle decks. I love them because they all give beautiful messages. And I will read the messages out of my Oracle deck book because I just think they're great. And they always mention something that I had just mentioned before. And it's amazing. So yeah, tarot is much more intricate. You're learning a language. Oracle, for me, I have a little bit of synesthesia. Oracle feels round to me.
Yeah.
Tarot is more like.
And funny, my very first tarot deck was the Mother Peace cards, and they were round.
Nice.
I loved those. Those were so cool. I use the Mother Peace deck, one of the it's almost like the Celtic Cross, almost.
Mm-hmm.
I use that spread with those cards because those cards, when I read the book, it just didn't feel right. I'm like, am I gonna, and here's the Greek guilt kicking in. I'm like, am I gonna get in trouble? I use this spread with that deck because that's what I thought. I was like, I don't want to do a bad woo-woo thing, right?
Right.
But it was fascinating to me.
Mm-hmm.
And Oracle deck, guys, I'm going to show you something. Y'all know who John Holland is, right? Psychic medium. John Holland, so kind of him. Thank you, John Holland, if you're watching. I just got this in the mail today.
Oh.
So John Holland sent me this gift.
That's exciting.
Tarot Pocket Oracle deck.
Well, let's see them. Show us.
I mean, look how cute. You're getting the first unboxing, everybody.
Right.
Cute. There's John Holland. Oops. There's John Holland. Let's see. There he is. International psychic medium. Mm-hmm. And it's not hard to read. It's sometimes you get these tiny little books and it's like, mm-hmm. And here are the cards. Okay, guys, first unveiling. Here we go.
We're so lucky.
Dun, 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 dun.
It becomes a real addiction when you start learning how to read tarot and Oracle. I mean, you will stack up some decks. Ooh, pretty.
So
very nice. Yeah.
Really super cool. I mean, they're really great. Look at that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So these are Pocket Oracle deck. It is a Pocket Oracle deck. It's not a tarot deck, but this is an Oracle deck. And this one, oh, whoops, did I do it wrong? I think I did. Ah, crap. Hang on. Darn it. I knew it. This one, oh no, I was doing it right. Each of them have a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay, so now I got to go this. Well, I'll figure it out. They're going to get mixed up anyway. But I thought this one was really, he's got like the base chakra.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he's got like 3 different kinds of styles here in them. So, if you guys like them,
I like that. Yeah.
I would get, and they come in a nice little tin.
That's nice.
So with that, Erica, when are you coming up with your own deck?
Oh God. You didn't know how many people have told me to create my own deck. And I'm like, look, one thing at a time. I just created my academy. Now I'm, we're getting settled from that. But I will be creating my own tarot deck and my own Oracle deck because people like my straightforward, no BS stuff. Right. And there is a deck that I use. It's called the Rebel deck that I love because it is straightforward.
I use those. Yeah.
Will call you out and hurt your feelings. And everybody's like, you need to create your own version of that deck, with the things that you say. And so, yeah, because, a lot of the Oracle decks, especially when it comes to like relationship decks, they're all like lovey-dovey, positive. Oh, I've been thinking about you. Da, da, da. And sometimes they're just not. Sometimes they're not thinking about you, and you need to move on.
I have a quick just popped in. You know what would be a great, now listen, guys, don't take this because if Erica likes it, don't take it. I think the title of your deck, just a suggestion, could be Quit That Shit.
Quit that shit. Like, I'm gonna have to write that down. Where's my
Quit
pen?
that shit, or stop that shit, or enough of that shit. I think Quit That Shit is really, I think it's
I literally just wrote it down, so I love that. That's
good.
great. That would be something I say, or I, you know,
Right.
one of them was like F them. I don't know if you want me to say that word on this
You can,
live, but
yeah,
I'm always like fuck it, or fuck
yeah,
it. Who gives a shit? That's kind of my
right.
attitude.
I like it. I like it a lot. Thanks, Mandy. Joy says, I love the Rebel deck.
Yes, it's great.
Mandy says, when I started relearning, I went a lot more in depth and had no clue how the elements, how the colors, numbers do so much more.
Yeah.
That's such a huge part of tarot and reading tarot. It's
Yeah.
awesome. But back when I used to read years ago, I did not know or learn any of that. It is so important. Joy says, I like her.
I like you
Hi,
too.
Joy. I knew you would. I knew you would. Because you know, we're both like no nonsense.
Yeah.
Really like, or yeah, you already said that, but I like enough of that shit is a tarot deck card. Something about shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it's
shit. Maybe that.
yeah. Stop your shit.
But let me go to Mandy's comment, because I think it's great, and I think it's fantastic that she is aware of this, right? To go back and to relearn tarot and realize that there was so much that you missed out on. And that's the thing about most people that have a tarot deck in their hands right now, is they have no idea that there are many layers to the card. There is the meaning of the card, there's the numerology, there's the astrology, there is the colors, there is the zodiac, you know, I mean, so psychology and the theme or the lens that you're reading under, whether it's going to be career or love or just life in general. There's so much to tarot, and it can get overwhelming, which is why it's really great to have somebody that you can learn from and you get that feedback.
Right.
You need feedback.
Right. Joy's cute. She's like, I like her. And I'm going to add a word in here. And I don't like anybody. I'm just going to say, and I don't like just anybody. Hi, Debbie. Thanks for being here.
I appreciate that, Joy. Thank you.
Mandy says, ditto, Joy. She's our people. Sarah says, tell Joy happy belated birthday. If I am correct, there were 2 accounts. One was hacked. And Joy, correct me if I'm wrong. Your birthday's on the 11th, right? Isn't your birthday coming up? So let me know, because I, 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I remember.
It's a free Slurpee every year.
It's a free Slurpee every year. So some of you know this. Some of you know this. We have been doing the program. We're going to call it the Summer Sizzle Sprays and Assaults program. And what that is I'm doing little spoofs on commercials. So I'm going to do the spoof on the commercial after the commercial is done and not beforehand. If you guess it beforehand, you're disqualified. What I'm doing is everybody's going to get, I'm going to say the commercial. If you guess the commercial, what it's spoofed on right away, after I'm done, that's after I'm done, you will win a spray. The people that win will not get the sprays till the end of the month, because that way I'll just, if I send them out every week, it's just a lot. So I'm going to send them all out. Now, I'm going to tell you guys that the sprays are amazing. The salts, the bath salts can be used in the bath or in a foot soak. This one is great. This one is Magical Merlin. And this is different. This has, I have to read on the side here. This has Epsom salt, Himalayan sea salt, Roman berries oil, rose, bergamot, and frankincense.
Oh.
This is, the intention is, I'm creating and believing in my heart's desire. I haven't smelled this one in a while.
I bet it smells amazing.
Oh, God, is that good? God, is that good? There you go. And it comes with comes with its own little scoopy. Everybody.
Oh, that's cute.
And keep the jar because I am now going to start doing. Do I have it right here? Do I have it over there? I'm going to be starting to do. Oh my god! Stretch.
Go get Gadget arm.
This, which is you'll get a refill bag, and this refill bag has enough for 2 jars. So, and it's kind of cute. We did like a full moon refill, so we're getting product going, right?
That's awesome.
So in a minute, we're gonna break for a commercial, and we'll see. So stay tuned. I'm a little slow at this, everybody. Y'all know that I can not that high tech, but it's good. Mandy says it's crazy. I have posters all over my kitchen. I created to learn all of it. I got real self-conscious when I realized how much I didn't. That's cute. Yeah, that's very cool. It does smell amazing, Sarah. It really does. Hey, Kathy. Thanks for being here. How are you? How's your mom is like the travel diva?
Yes, she is.
Yes.
I think she might be at home today, but that's not permanent. You never know.
What I'm going to do just for your mom, I'm going to go to my website. And Kathy, what I'm going to do, well, Kathy, you do this. Go to my website. I'm going to give you a free foot soak.
Oh, I'm jelly. She's got to share with me then.
I'll send 2. But there's there's full moon, there's sunset, there's sunrise. Go check it out. Go check it out and let me know which one you want, and I'll send both of you.
Lucky duck.
Good to see your face. All right. So are you ready, guys? We're gonna break for a commercial. So give me a moment.
I'm so excited. I like the fact, hang on. I like the fact that you took the whole diva approach and you're like, don't interrupt me. Don't guess until I'm finished.
Yeah.
I like it.
My friend Ginger said, you've got to get a diva haircut. I'm like, a diva haircut? What the hell is a diva haircut? Right. And I didn't know that with people with curly, wavy hair like I have, you can't tell with being brushed like this, but they cut your hair dry. They don't wet it. They cut your hair dry because the curls and the waves can. Yeah. Who knew? I didn't know this. All right. So give me a moment. Doing great. Getting ready for our next adventure. I love that. Love you right back. Love you right back. Thanks, Mandy. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Give me a moment, everybody, because it takes me a half a second. Just a half a second. Not a big second, but a half a second. Okay. Clearly. Oh, there it is. Clearly, I can't find it, but now I did. Okay, we'll be right back. Please hold, everybody. Hello, friends. So glad you're here. Now time for our sponsor. Now a word from our sponsor. Summer Sizzle Spray and Soak, the makers of Energy Balancing Spray and Lunar Bath Salts. Have you been stuck in a place that you don't really like? Well, guess what? We've got the perfect spray for you. Here we go, everybody. Are you ready? Get your... I lost my spot on the script. Darn it. Darn it. It was so good. Darn it. Okay. Wait. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Wait a second. Let me start all over again. Oh, my God. Okay. Here we go. Sorry about that. Here it is. Don't you just love live TV? And now a word from our sponsor. Summer Sizzle Spray and Soak, the makers of Energy Balancing Sprays and Lunar Bath Salts. I am stuck on forgiveness because forgiveness sets me free. I am stuck on forgiveness. It's the best gift I can give to me. A gentle blend of jasmine, violet, guardian angel essence designed to help you realize what you've been holding on to, especially when it's about yourself. This isn't about excusing the past. It's about saying, I deserve to stop caring. One spritz over your heart, one over your mouth, breath, whatever you want to do, and one for the parts that you're still healing. Because forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, it means feeling yourself to move forward, freeing yourself to move you forward. This has been your Summer Sizzle Spray and Salt commercial. Now back to the show. It's a process. It's a process. Changing glasses, getting everything. Okay, so we first did um okay, let's see. Wait, did anybody guess what it was? You can guess who's guessing. Okay.
Michelle got it.
Michelle, you got it. Band-Aids. That's correct. Yay, I got to write you on the list so I don't forget. Yay, hang on, don't go anywhere. All right, so we have done many of these commercials. So the very first one was very, very exciting. Kathy, you would have loved it because it's our generation-ish. I did Vegemita Vitamin from Lucille Ball.
She's my all-time favorite star. And that's one of my favorite episodes. Vitamina Vegemin Girl.
Right. I did that. That was hard to do. So we did Vitamina Vegemin. We've done Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. Right. Try to do an Irish accent. And my friend who's from the UK, she's like, you're getting into Scottish. I'm like, what?
Whatever.
Lucky it wasn't Jamaican. That would have been crazy. Dr. Pepper, Double Mint, Oscar Mayer. So we've done these. So definitely stay tuned, guys. We're doing it every week, and we'll send out the sprays at the end of the month. Anyway, back to Erica's favorite. Yes. I know, me too. Yes, you won again. You're the first one on here because it was Michelle, then Sarah, then Sharon, and then Ellen. So yes. So good job, everybody. Good job. And the Forgive spray, guys, is really good. It's a great spray. It has, if you didn't catch it, it has jasmine and violet oils in it. And violet is really good for forgiveness. And this isn't just about forgiving others. This is really about you forgiving you. So it's a great spray. Anyway, so you've got a group going on. You've got a program. Do you want to tell people a little bit about it?
It is called the Quantum Master Academy. So I created this academy because I've been teaching tarot for years. I called it my tarot apprenticeship. And that was one of the things that really blew up my business, is because I was doing readings on live, and they were just, I guess, mind blown at how much information I could give them off of just like one card or 3 cards. So they asked me, can you teach tarot? And I was like, sure. So I took everything that I knew, added to it, and created my tarot apprenticeship. Well, then people wanted more and more and more. So I said, okay, how can I make this a whole journey? Because, you know, if you want to be a well-rounded practitioner, guide, you know, all the things, then think of it as like a pie. You have all these different slices that would be really great for you to know. So we start with tarot, then we get into advanced tarot, then we get into metaphysics. So I teach everything my mentor taught me about metaphysics and things that they just didn't know. And as we're going through the class, not only are they learning, but they're also having their own breakthroughs because they're finally having these aha moments. Next, we're going to get into numerology. Then we get into crystals and astrology. I have 2 teachers that I picked for that. Excuse me, I was laughing so much. You got stuff in my throat. And then we get into Reiki 1 and 2. And at the end of the academy, I teach you how to set up your business successfully, great ways to work social media, all of that. And it's just a full-on journey that is going to last it's going to be about 18 to 24 months to finish everything. And it's accredited. I got it accredited through IPHM, and it is my next baby. You know, my book was my first baby. This is my second one. So I currently have students going through the QMA now, but I do have enrollment when we start January. You can enroll now and you can get into the tarot apprenticeship because it takes you through lesson modules, and then you go through a quiz, and then you go through the next module. So it takes you through a nice, slowly dripped pace so you can absorb the information. And you can really, like you're not throwing everything at yourself at once. So yes, that is my Quantum Master Academy. We kick off January 6th, but you can get in now. I do have a special for July. It is $1,500 off, plus you get 3 months membership for free. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So we have video and module lessons, plus I will be having 2 live cohorts per month to help soak it all in and to teach more and for y'all to ask questions and practice and do all those things. So yeah, I try to do it all.
Please go visit. Let me see if I got that right. Oh, good. I did it right. Please go visit the website, get all the information that you need. If they want to contact you directly, how can they get a hold of you?
They can contact me through my website. They can DM me on TikTok. It's at 22guru, just like my website, except for there's no dot in between the 2 and the guru. But yeah, you can email me, ask me any questions. I hope I explained everything on the website, but if not, feel free. I don't mind you asking questions at all because I want you to make sure that this is aligned with you and what you're looking for.
And the book is really good, you guys. I mean, it's got information. It's really, I love that you put in reversed. I think it's just really, really great. It's just,
yeah, well, it's a divination book, and it's meant for you to be able to draw a card intuitively every day. And the reason why I called it the Mystic Muses for the Modern Goddess is because every reading is focused on you taking your power back. So you get my attitude in your reading every day.
And Erica, and Kathy, what we talked about, Erica, was that your daughter should create a tarot deck and call it like "Enough of That Shit" or "Stop That Shit." So I think that would be really,
like that,
really good. Your mom's gonna be like, "Yes, yes, yes."
No, she's gonna be like, "Ladies, don't cuss." And I'm like, "This one does." Here's the throat chakra.
You have such really, truly, and not because she's on here, but you just have a great mom.
Yeah.
Your whole family is so sweet. They were just the kindest people, guys, on the boat, and it was a good. I'm glad we were all together. It was really great. It was really
we had a great time. Yeah.
Sign me up. Sign me up. Kathy's totally agree. Yeah, and Kathy, to watch any of those videos, just go to the Facebook channel or YouTube and just look on every Wednesday, and you'll see the little. You can even fast forward it. Go to where I have all the commercials. It's kind of fun. I think what I'm going to do next time is tape the commercial ahead of time and just.
I thought that's what you might be doing at first, but then I realized it was live.
It was live. So you know what? You know that it doesn't matter to me. I don't care about messing up.
Yeah.
We can be talking. I would love to have you back, and if we can talk about major arcana, or we can talk about a certain program. We have a couple things to mention. Eric and I are looking at spots to doing a retreat together. So we're going to do stuff based on, we haven't really talked, but stuff based on tarot and oracle, kind of combining it based on a retreat. So we're going to do a retreat together, everybody. We'll let you know where and when. Are you comfortable with me saying what state you're in?
Sure.
Okay, because you're in Texas.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's in Texas. Texas has a whorehouse in it. God have mercy, bless my soul. All right. So you can't take the show tune out of the gay person. So it's
this is what's great about you and I is I come up with songs in the middle of a sentence too, and I have to get it out. I can't not.
You have to get it out, because if you don't get it out, It's crazy. It
Yeah.
sits
Almost
there.
like Tourette's. Yeah.
Right, almost like Tourette's.
Yeah.
Like someone's like, oh, that's just a big plop. And in my head, I'm like, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
It is.
I have Stephanie says, Texas, my neighbor. Yes.
Hey.
So we're going to be doing a retreat together. We're also going to be doing a workshop. More stuff to know about that. The workshop will be in September. You all know that we're doing I am doing a retreat in October. If the retreat center looks really good and it's easy for you to go to Chicagoland, right? So we might think about that retreat center depending on what we feel about it. We can also do the retreat center for a more intimate place at Terra Muse, which is in Iowa. Everybody knows that, but it would be something that we're going to do. I hope, I don't know what's going on, but I did mention Erica about the cruise to Greece. So I don't know if they have everybody or if they, are reaching out for more people. But I did mention you because I don't think they have anybody that teaches what you and how you teach. So that would be fun.
That would be so fun to get to go and to go on that cruise and to be able to teach. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. So
yeah,
and
I appreciate it very much.
Of course. And if that doesn't happen, just so you know, we are going to be doing a cruise to Portugal and Spain.
Ooh.
So that will be my thing with my friend Jean, and we're going to ask about. We're thinking about maybe 14 total speakers. Keep it small, nothing crazy.
Yeah, and well, that's a good amount. Yeah,
definitely have breaks and definitely allow people to do stuff that they're going to do, and I can tell you more about that. But awesome. It will be it'll be 2027. So yeah. So please keep an eye on Erica, guys. Follow her on her social medias. Follow her on the TikTok. You do something every week on TikTok, right?
Every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, I do the weekly tarot scope. So I read tarot for the entire week and we talk about it. I draw oracle. You can ask questions and it's just a lot of fun. I have my regulars that show up all the time. And the more that you show up to those sessions, the more it'll resonate with you and what's going on in your life. And the reason why we do it is so you know what to expect, right? Like today, for the tarot scope was the Queen of Cups in reverse. I had a situation pop up that could have, caused me to have an attitude, but I remembered, I knew this was possible today. Practice the pause and lead with love, right? Because I'm all fire, just so you know. But that's why I do the tarot scope, so you can see what the energy is and how you can work with it, how you can navigate through it. And it's just a fun thing, that we do every week. And then, I've sold almost 500 copies of this beauty, which still blows my mind that almost 500 people have this in their home and they're using it daily. And then the Quantum Mastery Academy. Jump in now while the July special is happening. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I don't mind at all.
I love that. I think it's great. Joyce says, can the two of you do a retreat in Iowa? Joyce from Iowa. If you
I was thinking Tahiti, but whatever.
Tahiti, right? We'll just bring you to Tahiti.
Yeah.
Guys, please, check out the book, check out Erica. And here's the cool thing. How long is your thing on TikTok? Is it about an hour?
It's about an hour.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, Sarah Miller, you're gonna have to come back and watch the replay. I'll be a groupie now. You're cute.
Yay.
I know you have a lot to be proud of. She's awesome. So here's the thing. If you go to TikTok in the morning, that would be 10 o'clock, you said, right?
10 a.m. Central Standard Time, yeah.
10 a.m. Central Standard. So 10 to 11 on a Monday, 10 to 11. And guess what? At 9 o'clock is when I come on with Laura for half an hour to do on Facebook and YouTube. We do half an hour readings. We do weekly messages so they can come and start off with you, right? Jump over to us, and there you have it. So that's your Monday. You got
set up.
An hour and a half of woo-woo. on a Monday to start off your week. So that's great. Joy says, for Tahiti, we'll have to wait until my husband either gets better or moves out. Okay, great. Got it. All right, guys. I want to thank you. Erica, hold the phone. We'll share a little bit about that retreat center in a minute. Also, guys, every Wednesday, we've got a couple things coming up. We've got that 6-week program coming up. For all of you that are watching, I'm doing, because it's my 12th year of coaching, so I'm doing an anniversary special. If you put in S as in Sam, B as in boy, D as in dog, 200, you'll get $200 off the 6-week course. Nice. It's called Break the Pattern. It is almost like a precursor to the retreat, but we're throwing in intuition stuff. Figure out if you're a people pleaser, a control freak, a fixer, or a perfectionist, or like me, I was all of the above. So come and join us, and I'm super, super excited. Modi Molina, hello, thank you for watching. And come back, watch the replay, and remember, we are here to connect. When we connect, I just ruined my little punchline. Hang on. We are here to connect, and we connect, we educate, and when we educate, we grow. There is unity in community. From our hearts to yours, be well, everybody. Remember, real talk gets you real answers. Have a beautiful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye, y'all.